of the biggest transformations you're going to see, bless her. It's really sad. I feel really sorry for her. She's had such a bad experience of aesthetics, so we're going to put that right for her on Monday. So make sure you set your alarms. So it will be Monday morning about 11:30. I think she's coming in at about 11, I think. So we're going to settle her down, get her numbed up, and then Nurse Bina will start working with her. I think what the plan is, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of different things. So you'll see, obviously, threads will be taking some of the pressure away from the lower part of the face with threads by pulling those up. But we'll also be using filler and Botox and a few other things just to be able to get some volume back in her cheeks. If you're not sure what Jo looks like, if you look on my timeline, I think there's some pictures from the live yesterday. But I just really wanted to quickly talk about some new products from South Korea. As you probably know, we have a direct relationship with factories and also doctors and clinics up in South Korea, and there's a couple of things that they've launched which are pretty cool actually. The first one is their new skin booster. So this brand, you'll start to see more of this brand in other clinics very soon. It's just got its European and UK certification. It's everything that Profilo is, plus it's got sodium chloride, not sodium chloride, sorry, sodium DNA, which is basically salmon sperm. It's got peptides that can really help with acne. So if you know anyone that suffers with acne, this is going to be a really good product for them. It also has other peptides in it, so for tightening as well as the Profilo look. So if you know much about Profilo, what you get that instant look of glow, like you've been on holiday, or some people talk it like the pregnancy glow. You know, that glow when someone's just turned pregnant, the vitamin E kicks in and that rush of emotion and rush of hormones, and that's what you get from this. Shall I turn it upside down? Why is it upside down? That's what you get from this, but you also get the benefit of some of these other peptides. So I think the one that excites me the most is probably the peptides for acne, because let's be honest, girls, time of the month and stuff like that. Good morning on YouTube. Haven't been on here for a little while. We've got a live YouTube TV channel, so we have people watching that today. We're talking about Lavar, which is a brand new skin booster. I'm also live on TikTok, so I get questions on TikTok. If you've got any questions on YouTube, then please pass them down. So that's the first product coming out of Korea now. It's in both our clinics, both London and also from Brentwood. I think you'll see a lot of this. It's like anything, isn't it? You know, Profilo was the first one, but now everyone's caught up, and this is definitely really worth watching. The second one coming from the same stable. Now this one is even more exciting. So it's still called Lavar, and what this is exactly the same as Profilo again. So you've got that 32 milligrams of hydrochloric acid, but in here you've got the same thing that's in Sculpture. So I don't know if you know Sculpture. What is going on with this bloody... Do you know what? I think TikTok have got a thing against me, you know, because they keep trying to cut me off. It's so frustrating. Right, hopefully that's solved it. I don't know why it's almost like someone's out to get me, and I really do believe that, you know, that because we've obviously done stuff that is brand new, and I think people are just trying to get me. I'm sure they are. Maybe that's just my imagination, but we will keep going. We will keep going. So this one is just like Profilo, except it's got the Sculpture in it. Now, if you are a hardened watcher of this channel, both on YouTube and on TikTok, you'll know that Sculpture is one of our favourites. The problem with Sculpture is that you don't see much for about 4 to 6 months. So it's injected really deep into the dermis, and It's right down at cell level, so you just don't see anything for about 4 to 6 months. And for some people, that's fine. They understand that, and you know that look will suddenly come. But what these guys have done, which I think is really clever, they've given you the instant glow of Profilo, so that instant rush of glowness and wellness and stuff like that. Hi, Elizabeth. But they've also given you sculpture. So we're live on both TikTok and also YouTube today, just talking about a couple of new products, which I think you're going to look out for. So look out for these. I think you'll see more and more clinics across the UK doing these over the next coming months. We're really lucky and we're really honoured that we get to test these products before they hit market. So we've had these now for about 12 weeks. We've used it on a number of patients and the results have been absolutely stunning. And then this is the big one that I know a lot of you have been waiting for. So this is now back in stock. This is for hyperpigmentation. So if you suffer with that hyperpigmentation where you might be either darker in places or lighter, especially if you're black or Asian, you know how much of a problem that is. Now we can solve it with drips, as you know. So in a drip we put glutathione, vitamin C and thoric acid. What the South Koreans have done, which is so clever, is they've actually put it into a cream now. So this cream only contains glutathione, thoric acid and vitamin C. It is perfect for home. It must be kept in the fridge. So once it's opened, you must keep this in the fridge. Basically, there's two ways you can use this. You could stick it lightly over your face before you go to bed. Wash it off in the morning. That's definitely worth thinking about. Or if you are, hi Monique, if you are going out and you want to just hide some redness, so rosacea or things like eczema or some redness. Hi, good morning, Joe. I didn't know you came on. Dirt cheap. You can get it from our shop on TikTok. No, Emma, it's not, because there's no bleaching in this. It's from South Korea. We buy it in by the pallet load. It's probably one of the most exciting creams I've got. I can't remember, Lisa. It's on my TikTok shop. I think it's 38 quid. So what's good about this is the glutathione thoric acid. You know, Lisa, when you came down for, Lisa's just on actually. Lisa, when you came down for your drip, you saw, I think we used it on you in a drip, didn't we? So this is a cream version. Let me just see if I've got some in the fridge, because if I have, I'll put it on. Just bear with me a second. Oh, you are so lucky. I've got some in the fridge. I thought I'd run out. Hi, Y. We're in central London and Brentwood. So this is it, look. So it's got glutathione, thoric acid and vitamin C. That's the only thing in this. Now, if I apply this, so I'll apply this to this side of my head, so you can see what I mean, and you'll see how it brightens. It literally, this thing here, literally will work in front of your eyes. So if you were going to do a mask, so if you were going to sort of wear it overnight just to stop with hyperpigmentation, then that's about the level that you would put on. No more than that, I think. No more than that. What I'll do also, I'll stick it on my hand, and then what I'll do, just before my patient comes at 10 o'clock, I will wipe it off so you can see it. So it's unbelievable. When I've got tattoos on my hands, you'll see the brightness coming up in a minute, and you should see the brightness appealing here. So it's called Snow White. Just be careful. Just be careful where you buy it from. There are a lot of snides out there, and it contains bleaching agents and stuff like that. So I would strongly suggest you buy it from our shop. Obviously, if you don't want to, you don't have to. You can go and buy it somewhere else. I think we charge 28 quid for it, or 30 quid or something like that. It's dirt cheap, or you can pick it up in clinic. So look, if I just now show you my two hands, can you see how that? Yes, it will, Amy. Absolutely right. Can you see how that's brighter? And if I start to rub this in, you can start to see. Hopefully, I don't know if these lights are going to be able to demonstrate it well enough, but can you see how this side of my face is different to this side? And that was what, after 2 minutes? Yes, Amy, perfect for under the eyes. We sell, oh, I don't know, we must sell 50 of these a week, predominantly where people are black or Asian, especially because of that pigmentation. But you can even see on my skin. Can you see that here? So look at the difference in this side to this side. It's unbelievable, isn't it? It looks cleaner and fresher. And that's really after just like a couple of minutes. If you imagine that overnight, and that's on my hand. So this hand's got it, the other hand hasn't got it. And you can see that this hand just looks a bit brighter. Super, I'm really pleased it's back in stock. But there is a but on this, okay? You would have to use this for absolutely years to make a permanent difference. If you are going down the line of getting rid of hyperpigmentation or just smoothing out colour, then you're far better to have it as a drip. So for me, if you can get into a clinic, obviously you can come to ours, but if you can get into a clinic near you and get glutathione, thoric acid and vitamin C into your veins, and then use this as a top up. If you were just doing this on its own, I think you would take a little while to get it, but honestly it's a super product. Let's just put a bit more. Let's just even that face up now. So if you miss the start of it, I'm just going to even that side up so you can see it changing. God, now I feel like I'm on QVC. It's not quite what this channel's about, but there's no other way of really demonstrating this product without it appearing to be QVC. But it's a lovely product. So if you just joined us on YouTube, welcome. So yeah, so those are the three things bang out of Korea. What you've got to remember when it comes to Korean skincare, they are about 30 years ahead of us. So some of the stuff that you see on TikTok when you've got these girls going, oh yes, it's brand new, it might be brand new for us, but it's about 30 years ago for the Koreans. So you're in safe hands, really. You really are. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Yeah, please tap the screen and like us and share us. So I've let that soak in. Let's now just rub that all in. So you should see a difference in my forehead. I'm just going to go and show people on YouTube as well, so you can see the difference in that forehead. But imagine if I was going out and I had maybe rosacea here. I used to use it myself when I had rosacea, so I'd put it on here. I might as well do my whole face now. I might know why I'm sitting here waiting for the patient. When the patient comes, she's going to go, wow, you look amazing. So this is a sort of, you only put a little bit in. You don't need very much of this product. It goes a long way. So, but it must be kept in the fridge. Okay, it must be kept in the fridge. If it isn't in the fridge, it will die, because it really is a live serum. And then just rub that in. So this is the power of glutathione. So just imagine what that would be like if it was in an IV drip. I don't know if you can see that, but that's gone in so well. And if I was red, really red, with things like rosacea or other diseases like that, then that would be fantastic. Can you see the difference now? It just looks super smooth, doesn't it? Do not put too much on, because if you put too much on, you're just going to waste the product. That's about as much as you do. What I tend to do, yeah, well, it's up to you, Miss C. So, I mean, when I say don't put too much on, if you were going to do it as a mask overnight, then I would probably use that much. So, literally spread that across your face as a mask once a night, and then I would wash it off in the morning. Everywhere, Miss C. So I'm going to rub, where should I rub this now? Should I do, what can I do? I don't know if I've got any space left. Well, let me rub it into this hand again. So if you're going to do a mask, and what I'll do, I'll leave it for a little while, then that's the sort of amount you want to stick over your face or your body, okay? and then just let that soak in overnight. And with the tattoos, I think it will really show you what I mean. I mean, I just love South Korea. Neck, yeah, neck's fine. You know, if you're lucky enough to be in London, then one of the things that you could do this afternoon, because it's a lousy day, is search for a South Korean pharmacy. Make sure you type the word pharmacy in it. There's about 40 in London, all over London, and go and have a little explore, because those guys are so far ahead. And like I said, I mean, I think this is about 28 quid, so it's not dear. And some of the stuff that they are doing is just amazing. It really is, which is really what we're talking about today. So we're talking about a couple of products from Korea. This is going to be so big. You wait and see. Mark my words. You've seen it for the first time on 65Beauty, but you mark my words, this will be in all the clinics. There'll be loads of TikToks going, oh, look at the difference. So this is going to give you everything that Profilo gives you, plus it gives you sculpture. And these things are coming in dirt cheap as well. So I think the Skin Booster's 180, so cheaper than Profilo. And I think this one's 295 or something like that. But you've got to remember, you get that instant glow, so you get that Profilo glow, and then you get the definition and the power of sculpture about 4 months down. So, right, I think that's been long enough. So let's rub that in now, and then I'll show you my two hands, and you'll hopefully see a massive difference. So if I put those two together, look, you see? Look how brighter this one is. I'll just show YouTube, you see? And that's like 5 minutes or something like that. Whereas if this was overnight, then it would just be forever. Now, for those who don't know about glutathione, so which is one of the main things in here, when we were in the womb, glutathione, we were 70% glutathione. So literally every cell in your body is made up of glutathione. It's the foundation of life, and that's why it's so good. But as I said, I wouldn't use this on its own. Can you see that? Look at the difference. It's absolutely amazing. Just show YouTube. Absolutely amazing, the difference in the two hands. So yeah, that's my little South Korean story. So back to Monday. If you've been following us for longer than 5 minutes, you'll see that we did some amazing lives this week. We did what was her name? We did Jane on Monday with the thread lifts. That was amazing. And then we did Laura on Thursday. So we demonstrated the two. On Monday, we've got Jo coming down, and I know a lot of you know Jo because she's quite vocal on TikTok when we go live. If you're on YouTube, our main channel for this sort of stuff is TikTok, so you might want to come over and have a look at us on TikTok. And Jo's face is going to be completely changed on Monday, and I really can't wait to do it for her. It's going to be very exciting stuff, I think. So set your alarm. It will be about 11:30 on Monday. And you'll literally be able to see us lift the lower part of her face. So her problems are nasal folds, marionette lines, jaw, neck. I think oh, she's on the phone, isn't she? She's here, look, she'll tell you. I think she has a problem with her eyelids as well, so we're going to do them. I'm not going to tell you all the things we're going to do with Jo because we've got a surprise for her, but we're going to definitely do threads. We're definitely going to be using a filler that you'll never have seen before. So this filler is a medical grade filler. You stop putting yourself down, Jo. Don't be silly. It's a medical grade filler, and you can only use it if you're a nurse or a doctor. So you'll see a cannula come up through the jaw to about here, and then you're going to see the nurse fan like this all the way up, and it's going to create volume, because with Jo, she's lost volume in this side of the cheek. Let me see if I can get her to come on. Right, Jo, I'm not sure how this would work, but I think you've just got an invitation to join this live. So if you want to come on and then people can see your face, I don't know how, I've never done this before. If you are on YouTube, I'm really sorry. This is not what you're going to be able to see. Missy, it's 11:30. Oh, here comes Joe. You don't know how to do it. Put your camera on.
Right, okay. Hang on.
Hi Lloyd, we do a Zimpic or Wegovy, which is what you can do. There might be a button, Joe, to say camera or something.
No, it just says, oh, hang on. Oh, hello.
I can hear you. We can all hear you. We can't see. There she is. There's Joe. So I think if I invite her, Lloyd, she can come. Well, she can. Look, we've just proven it. So she's on. So Joe, talk to us about obviously your issues on your lower face.
How long have you got? No, I had some filler put in my cheeks.
Yeah.
Which didn't really make any difference.
No.
But I've lost quite a bit of weight.
Yeah.
On Jaro. And since I've lost the weight, I've lost a lot of volume.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
But I also, quite a few years ago, I lost my teeth, my front teeth.
Yeah.
Which affected, I don't know whether it was that, but I've since been to Turkey and had them done.
Yeah.
I've always had this this line here.
This line here, and I think the thing about when you had the filler before, obviously I wasn't there, and you haven't told me this, so I'm assuming. I think what they did was they placed it here, here, and here, didn't they, to try and give you volume. The difference on Monday that you're going to see with Joe that we're going to do, you're going to see the nurses come up from here with a cannula, and they're going to do something called fanning. So they are literally going to fill the whole side of her face with this medical grade filler. Let me show you. Oh. So it's this is the filler that we're going to be using on her face on Monday. So you can only use this if you are a nurse or a doctor, because it's completely different to normal filler. Just show people on YouTube. So that's what we're going to be using, and then we're going to use threads to pull all of this up. We're going to use some Botox on her jaw here, across here. Hi Emma, it's called Relife. We're lucky enough to have a direct relationship with Relife in Italy. If you do you work in the business, Emma? Because if you do, as long as you're medically trained, I can introduce you to her, and you can have a chat with her. It's fantastic. It's a little bit more expensive than normal filler. Oh, perfect. Emma, this is for you. So if you want to drop us a message, then I can introduce you to the company. They will train you in London on how to use this, and also how to use their threads. So I don't know if you've seen any of our lives. Oh, I haven't got any threads here because they're in the bag waiting to go to Monday to do Joe's face. But the threads are a single needle and a single piece of a single piece of thread, and you'll see the nurse do it. So you'll see it being done on Monday. Do you work in aesthetics, Emma? Good morning, Bliss. Bliss has just joined us. So, Joe, are you excited about Monday?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks I'm mad and but I'm doing it for me because, I've worked really hard at getting the weight down, and I just want to, feel better about myself.
Oh, perfect. So, Emma, if you work in aesthetics, then please contact us, because we get lots of requests for people all over the country wanting to work with decent people. So if we can have a look at your clinic and have a conversation with you, Emma, we'll be able to recommend you on these lives. Good morning, Bliss. Yeah, I think you and the whole of TikTok are looking forward to Joe's transformation on Monday. For those guys on YouTube, you probably have no idea what we're talking about, but Joe is a patient that we haven't seen yet on TikTok, and we're live on TikTok as well as YouTube. So Joe's joining us. So look, you see, you've got a fan club. Oh, Molly, the pressure's on now. But yeah, honestly, it's going to be really exciting, and I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to it. We might even throw a bit of this in for you, Joe, and use this on you at the end. But that's going to be more vanity.
If you can get rid of that, then I'll be happy.
Oh, that'll be gone. That'll be gone within a few minutes of you getting in. Don't
You
worry.
think you'd be able to make your face look like it's smiling and
Yes.
something?
So when you've got that downward smile like that, there's a couple of things that we can do, and we'll be doing this on Monday with you, Joe. One of the simplest ways to do it is put a bit of Botox just here. And what that will do is raise that part of the face like that. It doesn't affect your speech or anything like that. So that's one thing that we're going to do. But because you live so far away, we're also going to use a bit of filler to turn that smile the other way. So if you were a bit closer, we would probably just do the Botox here and here, and then over 5 or 6 days, it would just lift the mouth up, only by millimeters, but that's all you need. But because you live so far away, we'll probably use a bit of filler as well, so that we are doubly sure that it's going to work.
You just told me to smile more, but the thing is, you walk around looking like that all the time. You just think,
Oh, do you know what? I've spoken about you when you haven't been on, and I think if people are here, they'll tell you that I'm telling you the truth. So I've I've spoken about you a lot. So you're going to be a really special patient, actually. So and I think what's going to be even better is because you've been so vocal, because you have been very vocal, Joe, on these lives. I think half the world is looking forward to seeing you. Hi, Bliss. So what you want to do, let me show you. So you've got to be really, really careful with this, because if you put it in the wrong place, then you are going to cause yourself some grief. So if you take a Botox needle like this, what you're looking for, it's the corner of the mouth down to the jaw and about a centimetre. So it's about there is where you'd put it. Now, depending on how big the smile is, will depend on how many units it will be. We would typically start between 10 and 15 units. And then what will happen is this part of the face will lift. So Botox works in a bit of a tug of war process. So you know when sometimes have issues with their eyebrows, it's because somebody's put too much Botox here and not enough here. And then what happens is you get heavy eyebrow lift. Or if you put too much here and not enough here, you get that Spock, where some people look like that. So that's the bad side of it. The good side of it is when you stick it here, this muscle takes over and it just lifts the mouth. If you put it in the masseters, it pulls back here as well. So when we're Botoxing people, we just do that as standard. So Emma will tell you it's not normal. Normally when you come and have Botox, you normally have it in 3 areas, 1, 2 and 3. We don't really care about that, so we just Botox the whole face. So we'll do here, here, here and here, and then across the side. So is that Paul or Paul Bow, is it? Hi, that's a very brave statement to make when you've got 100 odd women on here that will probably break your legs for saying that. I do agree with you that people should grow old, and we all should grow, and so should I. I'm 57. However, I'm not looking to change myself. I'm not looking to make myself 30 or 40. I am what I am. Jo is what she is. She's 60 in January. See how well I know my patients, Jo. That's how vocal you've been, honestly. I even know her birthday's January. So Jo doesn't want to come and look like Jennifer Aniston. I know she jokes about it, but she wants to get rid of some insecurities. And I think that's what this is. It's not about trying to change the way you look. So someone asked how much this would cost. What? So to stick it in these areas and these? Well, we don't charge for it because we just do it as part of the job. I don't ever get your no. If you're a dentist on here, I apologise. Don't ever go to a dentist and ask them to do your masseters because they will charge you 600 quid. You just need to speak to your. You need to speak. Yes, Emma. Yes, that's much better answer. I think you need to come on the live with me. That's a much better answer. It's prioritizing and doing things that make you happy, and I think that's it. And I believe that the universe sort of attracts whatever messages you send out. I strongly believe that's why I've got all these crystals on me, and we don't have many. We don't have many people that want those extreme looks. We do have some men and women that are transitioning into different sexes, and of course we do some real extreme stuff there. Hi, Janine, how are you? We will do some extreme stuff where we'll create their cheeks and create their jaws and create their lips. But apart from that, we tend to work with people like Joe, just normal people that just have some insecurities. So so you're looking forward to getting rid of your nasal folds the most, are you, Joe?
Yes.
They'll be the first to go. I can't. Yeah, that's it, Joe. I think you've summed it up well. Why is everyone actually be able to speak better than me today? I must have the wrong teeth in. So one of the things that you'll see us do with Joe on Monday, we're definitely going to get rid of these. So she's got, if you come closer to the camera, Joe, can you see her lines that run down from her nose down here? So they're going to be gone. We're going to use medical grade filler. So we're going to be using this one. So Emma, if you want to see this in action, then make sure you get on the camera at 11:30 on Monday. So we'll use filler to fill the hole, and then we're going to use threads to pull it back. Huh?
Not industrial grade.
No, medical grade filler. So we'll fill the hole and then we're going to pull it back, which is going to be fantastic. Yes, PJ. So smokers lines here. Now, the reason why you've spoken funny is because of two reasons. One, because they put too much in. So whoever did it, and Emma will tell you this as well, has put too much in, or they've gone too close to one part of the muscle. There's no reason why having Botox in the upper lip to get rid of smokers' lines should create any change to your speech or your ability to do anything. You might find it hard to suck a straw, but so be it. Yes, you hate them too, Dirty Chris. I bet you do. So these malonette lines down here. So depending on how bad they are, a bit of Botox here and here will lift, which is nice. Or worst case is a bit of filler. So you'll see both on Monday. Dirty Chris. Yes, Joe.
You asked about my eyes, if they were hooded.
Yes. Are they hooded?
I don't know.
So look, get close to the camera. Do you struggle to put your eye makeup on?
I don't put it on because I just end up looking more like a drag queen.
Yeah, no, I don't think you've got hooded eyes, but I think what we'll do is probably give a bit of shape to your eyebrows because they're quite straight, aren't they? Come close to the camera again, Bo. Yeah.
I had them done not long ago.
Yeah. So we'll probably lift them with a thread. I mean, the good thing about the package that Joe's having, she can have whatever she wants, so we can lift whatever area. Oh, thanks, Lee. So I know you keep saying that, and that's really good actually. We do need those. We do need those hearts just to keep us up there. Dirty Chris. I can't keep talking. I'm going to call you Chris, so I can't keep calling you Dirty Chris. There's a couple of packages that we have. We've got Botox and filler, which is $250, which is quite good. We've got normal threads, which are these ones, which are £1,000, and then we have the more expensive ones, which are the ones that Bina uses a single thread for, which are 2.5. Joe is going to be somewhere in the middle on Monday, because we're doing a few other things for her and we're sort of changing it to make it a bit more unique to Joe. But and we also, if you are more than 100 miles away, we pay your fares to get down as well. So we'll pay your train and we'll pay a cab from a train station. You can't get an Uber from Newcastle before you think you can, because you can't. So you coming on your own on Monday, Joe, or you got someone with you?
I've got my friend coming.
Has she ever had any work done?
Yes.
What?
She's mega interested.
Oh, excellent! I look forward to seeing her. Hi, Loco. Yeah, we are a weight loss clinic, so we obviously can prescribe Manjaro, and we can prescribe Ozempic for you. But also, I've written a book about it, so you can have access to that book. We also help you with your diet. We also can do the blood type diet. So we take your blood, find out what blood group you are, and then what do we do? We then work with you on the type of foods you can eat. So there's a science and a believing that depending on what blood group you are, depends on what you can eat. So for example, I'm O negative, so I should eat more meat than I do anything else. If you are an see, this is not my training. You have to speak to Sam about this, but I think an A can't eat meat, which is a bit ironic, and so on and so forth. Good morning, Mrs. T. How are you? So we're just talking about what's happening. Let me just make sure my patient isn't sitting outside. Hang on. We're just talking about what's happening on Monday with Joe. Do you guys get rid of thread veins? Yes, we do, sweetheart. Yes, Amy, we do. We can get rid of all of those. I think they're spider veins. The nurse that does that in our company is Jolanda. So she works out of Brentwood and London. So if you want to see her, you can obviously speak to her, and you can do a consultation by phone, or you can do something else. Yes, Lee, we've got a few options for underbags. I was showing this off earlier, which is glutathione, thiocholic acid, and vitamin C. You can also put a thread under there, which will bring it all out, which is quite nice. We can use the blood, so we can use PRP and PRF. So there's a few options that we've got, and it really isn't dear. Lloyd, yeah, absolutely. Where are you coming from, Lloyd? I know you've spoken before on a couple of things, haven't you? So, Joe, what time are you leaving home on Monday?
I think the train leaves at about 9:30.
9:30. Oh, brilliant. And you're with us for 11, aren't you? Oh, Lloyd, you've got no excuse not to come to us. So, Brentwood is over the Dartford Bridge, and then obviously we've got Central London, which is not far from London Bridge. So, I expect to see you in clinic quick, Lloyd. And we'll see you. Yeah, so, and what's your friend's name, Joe? Anne. And what has she had done before?
I think she's had a little bit of Botox.
Yeah.
And skin boosters. She's actually probably watching this now.
Oh, is she?
No, but it's our weekend off, you see. So, but she's great.
Lloyd, yeah, if you go on to, oh look, Mrs. T saying good morning to you, Joe. If you go on to our bio, Lloyd, you can book a consultation online. I like the way that Mrs. T protects me, actually. I do like it. I'm actually going to take her out when I go to London to a club, because she'll be able to protect me. Because these trolls don't half try and get you going. Bina did another fantastic job yesterday. Let me see if I can show you the photos. We had a lady come down. We had a lady come down from Birmingham. Let me see if I've got the photos to show you. She came all the way from Birmingham, bless her. No, I haven't got her picture. Oh, that is a shame. I'll get Bina to post it, and she'll show you. She was I think she was Hispanic, and she was a bit like you, Joe. She had a lot of problems with the lower part of the face, and we pulled it up. Talking about the lower part of the face, look how well my threads have now settled in. So if you saw it online a few weeks ago, Bina came up through here into a upside down V, and then came down and then pulled it up. But if you look at the difference in my photos, I look about 10 times slimmer. Let me show you. I'll put it on the Mac so you can see it. Yeah, look at the difference between the two pictures. So can you see the picture there? Look, when that's straight after compared to when obviously I was before. You see how much fatter I was. If I come away a bit, you can see it. It's good, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. Yes, Molly, she is very, very good. And what I like about Bina is that she is very understated. You know when somebody's really good and they're calm and they don't need to bang a drum. I think that's something to do with her surgical background, where she's had it. No, it's not tomorrow, Mrs. T. It's Monday, 11:30 on Monday. Let me just check my patient's not here. Our receptionist is off today, and I'm conscious I'm going to leave someone sitting in the reception. Yeah, so Monday. That's it. Yeah, Monday at 11:30. So it's going to be really good. And I think, Joe, if you could just come to the camera so some other people can see you. The bit I'm looking forward to the most is getting rid of those lines for her, creating volume in that cheek, and obviously pulling back the jaw. So, oh, a knee. What do we do? I don't think I can tell you that without boring half the world. We do everything with a needle. So we have. Yeah, that's fine, Lloyd. Of course you can, no problems at all. So if you want a mixture of stuff, the better way to do it is if you go onto our website. There's a telephone number for Emma, who's my secretary. She also looks after the other nurses, so you could book in with her, and she'll do you a joint stuff, especially if you want bloods, so that we can make sure that the right person is in there to take your blood. So it's this bit here, Joe, which I know upsets you the most, that I'm looking forward to get rid of. We're going to get rid of that almost straight away for you, so that then you can settle in. Say again, babe.
I said, whenever I smile, it's the first thing I see.
Yeah. So I think that's the first thing we'll get rid of. And actually, having you on live like this is a really good idea. I've not done that before, and I think we should do more of this. So, good morning, North London. Yeah, she will be a new bird. The chances are she might not even leave London. She might have a new world of life, and then I'll thank you for joining my team. Really important. What was I just saying? Oh yeah, we might find out on the news that Joe's gone on a rampage in London with her new face and torn through the clubs in Soho. You know what I mean? You can see it, can't you? You know what? I've said it without you being here, Joe, so I'm not going to say it in front of you, but people know how I feel about you. So I've spoken about how much I'm looking forward to doing it. It's almost like it's our first time. Do you know what I mean with Joe? Because I think I just feel sorry for you being ripped off. That's half the problem.
It's your first major challenge.
No, we've had worse than you, darling. I tell you. We can do NAD, Lloyd. The reason why we don't do NAD is that we have access to NAC. So typically, people who give you NAD can't get hold of NAC. Now NAC, let me show you NAC. So NAC is only available in hospitals and certain clinics. So this is NAC. So when you go to hospital, sorry, can I come in a box? What box? When you have an overdose and you present yourself into A&E, so it could be an overdose for alcohol or cocaine or heroin, then what they'll give you NAC in a small sodium chloride box like this. Now, if we give you NAC when you are not in an overdose state, what this is going to do is replenish your liver and kidneys. And literally, you will start to feel better as the drip goes on. So we include NAC with all our drips. We'll probably give Joe a drip on Monday, so you'll see it anyway. The reason why we'll be giving her a drip is because, we just want to give back, really. Going to give her a little drip so it makes her feel better. And in there, we'll probably put the same ingredients in this cream. So we'll put glutathione, thyroxolic acid and vitamin C in there. So the interesting story about who invented this, by the way, was Beyonce's doctor. So Beyonce's doctor discovered that if you mix vitamin C with thoric acid and glutathione, you end up with this chain reaction inside you, which gives you that glow, the glutathione glow. I'm so passionate about it, I wrote a book. Let me see if I can get my book for you. Hang on. Yeah, so I wrote this book. You can actually download this on Amazon. I've just set it to free for a little while actually. So you can buy this on Amazon, and it talks about, in really easy language, what you get in glutathione, thoric acid, and vitamin C. So whether you're using it as a cream or you're sticking it inside your vein, this is what you get. And it's look this up. It's on Amazon. Either search for the glutathione glow, or if you search for my name, you'll see that I've got some children's books out. So I've written some stories about my dogs. You'll like them, Joe. I'll give you a copy when you come down. So we've written a story about Darcy on the motorbike going around Europe. That was quite fun. And then a story about Lily being caught in a supermarket, which was a true story as well. So there's some good stuff. No, I'm not giving you surprises away, Joe. I've not told you the real big surprise you're going to get. So there's more to come, my love, more to come. So I've got, my patient has finally arrived, so I'm going to be seeing you soon. Joe, I probably won't be live for the rest of the weekend, because I'm going to go and watch West Ham play Nottingham Forest. And then on Sunday, I am seeing my grandchildren. So I've got two beautiful grandchildren, but they live so far away that we get to see each other probably once a month. So I'm going to go into London and spend some time with them on Monday. And then, Joe, I'm all yours.
Can't wait. I can't wait. I won't be able to sleep tomorrow night.
And Mrs. T, you are so correct that we should have sold tickets for you to come to into the clinic. Shouldn't we? We could have had like a little audience, sold the tickets. Before I leave, just look at my face with that glutathione. Can you see how well it's done? And then this hand versus this hand with the glutathione. So we'll stick some of this on your face as well, Joe, before you leave on Monday. That will sort you out. Have a lovely weekend. Don't forget to like us and share us. If you want to contact us, oh, you're going to miss it. Oh, that's no good. Well, if you ordinary, what's your name? I can't remember what your name is, North London girl. But if you contact us, we'll send you a link to it so you can. Because I know you've been following Joe's procedure, but then you'll see Joe live probably, because I'm sure you'll go live on the on Monday after, won't you?
Yeah.
We'll get her back in. So
Settle down like we are now, so people can see the before and after, can't we?
yeah, yes you do, Molly. So yeah, if you pick them up in store, if you pick them up in clinic, then yeah, you can virtually have them. To be honest, it's not a problem. It's just creams we use internally. Right, that's me done. YouTube, thank you very much for watching us. That's a good 50 minutes we've been on here. So I'll be there for the live, definitely. Missed the... Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. So yeah, 11:30 on Monday. And I think we'll do more of this, ladies. I think next time we have a procedure in like this, I think we'll get you live like Joe, because it's good for them to see you live, isn't it? I really do think it's a good idea. I don't know why I've not thought of that before. And I think what we can do next week as well is perhaps we'll have people come on. So if you want to join us live next week or whatever, and have a chat about your journey with Botox and fillers, then perhaps we can start to build that into these lives, because it's nice then, isn't it, Joe? And you start to see other people's faces and problems they have, and you know.
Well, I can come on and then, they can ask me,
Yeah,
whenever
well,
I'm
you're
free.
definitely coming on live on Monday, yeah, when you get home, so we can see your face.
All right.
Lisa, have a lovely one. Okay, I'll see you soon. Take care, all. Bye.
Bye bye.
Best friends, Julia, she born 9 January. Hello.
Hi, is that Nancy? Hi, hi Nancy, it's Paul Lomas from 65Beauty. Hi, you changed your appointment from 12 till 10, but are you coming back at 12, are you? Or uh, yeah, of course it is, yeah, because I wasn't quite sure because the appointment changed from half 12 to 10, but oh, no worries. It was just, I didn't want you to obviously be penalised. Right, so you're coming up half 12. Perfect, I'll see you then. Take care. Bye bye. Bye. I am Ski. Nancy never turned up. So I've just called her and apparently she's coming at 12:30. I know she did. Um, but obviously she's a Treatwell 35%er, isn't she? Yeah, I see that. We've really got to keep an eye on these because it'd be so easy for us to miss it, wouldn't it?